Hello, 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 hello. How do we all do? How do we all do? Must press go live accident? Not the case. Not the case, fortunately. Fortunately, not the case. How is those a first-time chatters? How does it make sense? How is there first-time chatters today? There's no reason for you to be a first-time chatter today. Like, you was already a follower. I guess you was a lurker before? Maybe me mentioning you got you? Like, where was you 2 years ago? Where were you at? You're the lurkers, it's fine. I'm Lurkers, better excitement like it's a circus. Wanna see more exciting teams? Check my YouTube channel, Lord Zerkers. Full-time streamer, hey, yeah, that's me. Oh, Tommy T dead? I think he could have passed away. I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking as well, right? Like, so we started off this year in a consistency vibe, and we were consistent to the point of I was live streaming, but I wasn't like trying to be a streamer. I was just like recording videos, or we did like a little GeoGuessr grind, and that just died out. Where did it die? Maldives. I went Maldives. That's where it died. That's where it died. Literally same as last year. Exact same thing as last year. Last year I had no Pixel 5.0, 4.0, and then I went Maldives and then didn't stream ever again. Where's Maldives vlog? It's finished, I'm pretty sure. That's a FaZe Plays secret, right? Though, because over here don't even know that, right? You don't even know that exists. But yeah. Anyway, as I was saying. So then obviously we got back from the Maldives, and then I don't know if I went live or not. I might have gone live once or twice, and then charity match, and then we're here. We're a bit hectic, and obviously Inside's on Netflix as well. That was also a slightly like minor thing that occurred. So a lot of stuff's happened since we was last live and doing stuff. Kind of strange. If I'm watching YouTube or Twitch, but I don't mind coming over for Josh live stream. Yeah, I've been saying I want to get back into streaming in some form. Be a timing thing. Once our schedule clears up a little bit, I won't be streaming like I'm a GTA streamer or anything, but as in like I'll go back to what I was doing in January is the ideal scenario, where we can like play some games of like TLOU and the boys, little random games here and there, little GeoGuessr grind, just a casual vibing, you know, some reactions. Gary plays at a 5 gifted, thank you. I still need to get this third screen. I need to buy 5090 actually and install it on my PC. So I got a third screen working properly. I feel like alien with 2 screens still. George Clark collab stream. I saw he was on GeoGuessr yesterday, and I was like, bro, I just hit him with the little, hey, you want me to slide through? I could do some coaching, or we could do some just playing together. Is George on board with the idea? He has no idea. He has no idea that the idea exists. You know, this is a thought process. What's after Atomfall? Last of Us 2, which is what, next week? 3rd of April, I think it is. As soon as that's out, I'll be on it. I think I might have to shoot that day, so as soon as I'm back, I'll be recording it. I'll even stream it, who knows. But yeah, hello, how do you all do? Did you know that I'm a person who scored a goal at Wembley? It was a penalty, but a goal's still a goal. And you know what? I'm quite happy it was a penalty. It was quite nice. All that stuff's happened since. Today's a Mac with a 5 gifted. Thank you, appreciate you. Also, let me go here instead. It'd be easier to read. Anna with a 63 months. Everybody loves plugs with 100 bits, thank you. Tala Buobede with the 5 gifted as well, thank you. The Nimrod with a 36. Clap Reese with a 67. Ren Dog with a 33. Zrafis with a 22. Stephen Tracy 100 bits. It's Kazurai with the 23. Cobra Moon with the 3. JD Killer with 46. Also, we should be at our lowest ever subs in the past like 4 years now, 5 years. Well, that was a very graceful fall off. You'd love to see it. Hi guys, I'm a new streamer. If you guys could follow and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Josh, what's your dream car? It was an Audi R8 V10 Plus, and I got that. So in current climate, I feel like I want to buy myself a GT3. I'm not really a flash person, so I feel like I'm just happy in like just a standard car. You guys in your 30s, you kind of just go, you know what, like, for a comfortable car that gets you from A to B, and it's comfortable. It's the key thing. Unless it's comfy. GT3 RS, yes. Not just a standard GT3. I'd want to go all the way. If I was going to do it, I'd do it all the way and be a proper car head. Basically, I just want to razz it around this track, though, to be honest. Anyway, let's have a read of this chat. See what's going on. React today? Probably not, but maybe soon. What's your next dream travel destination? Somewhere obscure, I think I'd want to say. Like, honestly, what place I always end up saying? Like Utah, Arizona, Wyoming. I'm in Iceland somehow. All the boys have in Iceland. I want to do the fjords in Norway. I want to go to... What tank I want to go to? What tank really stands out to I want to go to? Surely I've said it before. I want to go to Armenia. Comes Croatia. I've been to Croatia, but I've been to Dubrovnik and I've been to Split. We haven't been in videos, have we? I think the boys drove through Croatia. We haven't been there. Opinion on Sunderland Millwall. I mean, we just need to finish the season really and regroup over summer. I don't think you're gonna get auto playoffs. Probably won't get. Will you get? I don't think you'll get auto. Will you get playoffs? I don't know. Depends. Where's the cats? They should. My door's open, so they should roam in. They do tend to chill in my office when my door's open. Are you going wireless this year? No, it's not really a thing for us anymore, unfortunately. It's not really possible. Watching from the plane, you got some good Wi-Fi then. Is Anfield worth playing? I've enjoyed it so far. It's been pretty sick, to be honest. What can we have discussions about? Like, how has everyone finished Inside? I don't want spoilers. Has everyone finished Inside season 2? Is it actually like? It actually popped off. Obviously, Adolescence was #1 on Netflix charts, right? And it's one of the things, like, it's an outlier show. I feel like Adolescence was like your kind of baby reindeer of current times. So we got unlucky with that timing, but we were basically 2 in most countries. I think US we wasn't. US we got to 9 and then fell out of the charts. But like, that's pretty mental how big it was. So yeah, but I knew people would ask questions about like certain individuals in the cast. Obviously, I'm an exec producer of the show, right? So I'm not gonna give opinions on people, positive or negative. It's my job to give a show. That's it. That's enjoyable. So what I care about most is what you'd want to improve next time. So I've like gone through all trawls of like forums of like what people's like bad things about it, well, good things about it. I know people wanted the edit to be improved more, in the sense of being a bit more like fun stuff. I know some of the casted about certain it's getting cut out, which I do agree with. It's just trying to find a balance between like a YouTube show and a Netflix show. You have to have storylines and you have to have like the funny moments still, which is like more YouTube side of things. And obviously in season 1, we were doing like long episodes, right? We were doing long episodes. The hard part of shows as well, everyone always has different opinion. Like obviously as an audience, everyone has differing opinions on what should be the case, shouldn't be the case. Some audience will say like, you should treat it like it's prison and be super harsh and make it so like spending money is really hard for them to do. Some people want the prize fund to be like $1 million still. So it's difficult. Inside over 2 weeks. So some people said they wanted the show to be longer as a like actual recording process. I guess it's harder because you have to convince cast members to do 14 days or 7, which is easier to do when like you're getting regular day people like a Big Brother, because they'll block it off. A lot of influencers are like, even I would be so like, I'd be much more inclined to 7 days than 14 days as a YouTuber. The set was worse season 2. Well, I think it was worse because it changed location, right? What do you think made it worse though? If you would say like it was worse, what made it worse? If you was to actually like specify a singular point. Main area felt small. Yeah, fair, like living room area, because the first season was like massive, right? Like that kind of main space was massive. I hear that. Having live chat was sad. Yeah, I mean that's just a byproduct of it, unfortunately. What I think you always find, and obviously like, let's say there's future seasons, the cast will always end up being the story of the show. So like season 1, you could argue had a funnier vibe to it because of the cast, and then maybe the second one kind of get the sequel kind of vibe where people have seen the show, they understand the show, they know what the twist could be, so it becomes much more strategy based. And if that cast leans into that, it becomes more strategy based as a show. So then like, you know, it's always to keep adapting. Some casts you're gonna get are gonna like not give a fuck about the money. Some casts are gonna be super strategic. Some casts are gonna be in between the two. You might have 2 teams who are like split between the two, and one side will want to like spend and one side won't want to spend. But ultimately, we know we got a good product because like even Freya was watching it, and like she saw our stories. If you saw our stories, you're being parasocial. You're watching it and you're invested. So that means I know we've got you. If you have an opinion on anyone in the show, we've got you. You've invested in the show. You're there. No, it is sick when you actually sit back and deep it in that like 10-day period to do Wembley and then Netflix show is mental. I don't know, like, what do we do next? We need to start like manifesting some more things again. And what's always fun is like a lot of these like conversations we were having during like Tommy T times. It's quite nice that now, like, we're working on stuff in the background, and that now it's all that stuff's come out. Like, pretty much every single project we was working on from Tommy T days is now done. It's good. Your streaming era of InZOI has been great. Yeah, I actually, like, one thing I can say was, like, I think it's sick that they kind of, like, got together and created their own content and streamed together and stuff. I imagine Jason might have led that, just being a streamer, but, like, that was a sick play. And it's good that they managed to, like, propel, like, a little Twitch career out of that as well. Did you see QTCinderella's DM? Yeah, I got quite a lot of DMs from many a person regarding the show, which is good. People being, like, interested in future seasons, people have been interested in just saying it was sick. Yeah, it's now as always just like, what's next? Hi, Josh, I'm a game day. Told in your videos contact you about good ideas. I've DM'd you on Insta. Alrighty. Thing is that was like I think it's a recent video I said. We did a video where I played. I launched my 360, right? My Xbox 360. I was like, I want to make a game at some point in my life. I was like, Trials is a perfect type of game to make because Ubisoft haven't made one in 5 years or 6 years, and then I want to make a mini golf game for ages, but I think that's less interesting because there's so many of them. And then a sim game would be good, but there's so many sim games also. So maybe Trials is the best one to try and make and replicate. I've seen InZOI. Yeah, of course. I missed the Steam. Any game that exists, have seen, and we'll see. See Tennessee gave birth today yet, Josh? Yes, I did. And we got Danny Aarons for wearing a No Snakes t-shirt. No, congrats to us. It's just weird. It's crazy, isn't it? People all growing up. Little Danny Aarons. Thoughts on Gary Neville wanting to do an overlap versus an FC match? Yeah, I'm sure like Simon covered it. I'm always open to anything. Anything that we can make into a spectacle. If it makes sense, it makes sense. And like, if charity can be attached to that, then hey, I'm all for it. Like I said, I'd love to do the darts event at one point. I'd love to do a karting thing at some point. Big question of golfing, that'd be quite cool. Need to get better at golf first, though. Don't think I can do a golf event with any spectators because they would be in danger. If, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to be anywhere near a tee box when big words are around. Who knows what could happen? The charity match top cards are cool. Yeah, that's the thing in the internet. Like, somehow we got, obviously, the sentiment was positive mostly, but somehow people still managed to be like, what the fuck are these? Like, cash grab. I'm like, did you read the literal thing where it says that it's a charity product? We're grabbing cash for charity, maybe. Big Wish Happy Gilmore 2 collab. You know, that does make a lot of sense though, right, Tampa? It does make a lot of sense. What's next for the Sidemen? That's what I'm asking you. What is next? What like, if you really, what is next? Harder, better, faster, stronger videos? I guess the fact that those products are out now means that the time we get our time back a little bit to like try and lock back in a little bit more. Turn to less production type videos. I don't like that argument that some people make about like production type videos. I think it's a bit of nostalgia tax, to be honest. Same way like I would say like certain things back in the day were more fun. It's just you're looking at it back with nostalgia at sunglasses. More Sidemen is kind of that our vibe for that, but it's still higher production than back in the day. I don't think we're actively trying to do big production videos anyway, really. I don't think there's not been like a massive set build, anything crazy big production for a while. Like a big production video was the Ibiza video we did last year, which is like the holiday type video. Winter Holiday was big. So I think is that Zerkaa Prime Sidemen? Is it out yet? Do you know what it is? What do you think today's Sidemen Sunday is from the poster? Some road trip thing, road trip car race castle. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, at least people on the right track. Because also some people were saying it was a scavenger hunt part 2, and I was like, hang on a second, how's this gone so wrong? Yeah, I think today's video, I haven't seen the final edit. It's a Vic style video, but it's a strong Vic style video, I'd say. So don't say, oh no. Yeah, I think he did really well. Because it's not his style of videos to go for, but I think he delivered it well. At least I remember mine and Harry's team was pretty fun. That's not a spoiler if you see it in the poster. So, and then what about on charity match front? Like, first off, I think we should be nearly at 5M raised after the top stuff comes in and other like stuff comes in, which is crazy to think of. First off, so if you helped towards that, then that's, yeah, thank you. But then, like, it's the same thing of like, do you? I guess you can do Wembley again, like based off the queue and the ticket sales. Feasibly, we could have done like Wembley 3 days in a row. Because I think there was 160k in the queue when it sold out, but those people, the average like ticket per customer wasn't 1, of course. It was like 3, 4. So realistically, you could have done a whole week at Wembley potentially if you did the maths. I imagine there are people who are queuing in multiple ways, right? Like on your phone and on browser or different IPs. Did you run this? Run it? No, I've already filmed 2 or 3, so they'll come out. But yeah, what's next on that charity match kind of vision? I don't know. Like, so there's so many different ways you could spin it, take it. You do Wembley again. You could go maybe up north to kind of like appease fans in the UK that aren't from London, because a lot of stuff to do is in London. So like we could do an Old Trafford or an Etihad or St James Park. So you could do, there's other countries also, but I think you have to change the narrative a little bit. Obviously I know there's like, you could do like one against the Spanish YouTubers, one against the French YouTubers. You could do like one in America, but who knows really. Because I'm speaking about this, but it's just good to try and like think it all out, manifest it all, see what's possible. It's kind of how like all the things we've achieved have been achieved just by like throwing out ideas out into the ether, so to speak. Is that the right word for it? Ether? Just throwing it up in the air and hoping. Well, I feel like people have been saying, like we've been saying Wembley for a long time, and then it finally happened. Goal is a 10k concurrence, so I can finally get invited. It's possible. You know what? I'm actually very happy that you managed to like pivot and like that you found your own lane even more so again. Gotta keep cooking. Always the vibes. There's an update on when the Q&A video for Freya can come out. I think literally in the next 48 hours it'll come out. That can be the little leak and teaser that me and Freya have a joint YouTube channel that we're launching / working on. I don't know. It's like just more like I think it's just like a fun channel for us to piss about, make videos on, and not take it too seriously. And then I think any money we pay for it just pays for like bills we have in the house. I think is the vibe we have in our head. that can pay you for, or like pay for the cats to have some toys. I don't know. Like spend nights kind of thing. Yeah, maybe.
Some love for Dean.
I think it's just supposed to be like just chill vibe, don't take it too seriously vibes, you know? Because I like have so many things going on anyway. So can we see the fish tank, please? You have to see it on Freya's stream. Freya has like a fish cam that she like filmed the fish tank for an hour. Any more hide and seeks planned? No, but should work on one. Just need to think of a location that I can do. I have potential locations I'm working on, like the big hide and seeks. Also, big up FaZe Adapt, by the way, because bro's hitting his like 2nd, 3rd peak now, which is sick to see. Obviously, Adapt's like a bit of an OG, so it's always nice to see people who've been around for like a really, really long time doing well now in current climate. I feel like I have much more of like an affinity to those people because they're like the OG era of like my YouTubers, so to speak. Like who I perceive as like my OGs in times, like, you know what I mean? It's just sick to see him cooking and doing so well. We get instant made sweaters. Like, you mean by sweaters, do you mean like a sweat? Because obviously language barrier could be different. Do you mean like an actual crew neck sweater? Like actual no hood? Do you mean, somebody say sweaters, they mean a hoodie. Somebody say sweaters, they mean like bottoms. No hood hoodie, yeah, crew neck. None currently in actual works, but easy to do. Basically, as long as like we have the new No Snake stuff dropped on like Friday. Like there's like a No Snakes like midnight hoodie. It's this t-shirt designed with the big rings and a snake on the back. Then we've got loads more stuff coming on. So it should be from now. Should be like one of our strongest years, hopefully.